Hello. Still not doing any Minecraft content. I still have to convince my mom to go to a place with better internet, so we're just gonna review all the what if stuff. Because I have it. I think we should start with this. So we're gonna start with the CMF series. We're gonna go on to the season 1, episode 1 set, and then what's supposed to be the season 2, episode 1 set. So let's get started. Starting off, we have one of my favorite minifigures out of the whole set, the Captain Carter minifigure. I did lose the shield for it, but it's basically just the same emblem that is on her chest. The side printing's the same on the other side, and the back printing can be seen better if you take off the hair piece. She has her angrier face and her smiling face. And hold on, let me put the hair back on real quick. There we go. And all of these prints are exclusive to the minifigure, and this one's based off of the episode 1 Captain Carter for this show. But the other minifigure, which comes in the episode 1 set, is based off of the episode 9 minifigure, and that does annoy me. So, yeah. Next, we have Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. This is preferably most people's favorite. He does have his spider web. And he came with both his mask and his face, along with a cloth Doctor Strange cape, which looks very nice. It's based off of his Homecoming suit. Does have the full waist printing and all that. The side's nicely done, and then you can move up the cape to reveal that. This looks better than the actual Homecoming minifigure they used in the movie Lego sets, which is funny. So he has his scared face, like, oh my gosh, I just saw someone get mauled. And then he does have his happier face, like things aren't that bad right now. You can also take off his headpiece and replace it with the Spider-Man mask piece if you prefer to display your minifigure like that. But I'd rather have the head on and then have the mask in his hand. Next up, we do have the Zombie Captain America minifigure. And it has a lot of detail. I really like the detail. It's kind of pointless. He did show up in the trailer for the show a lot, so I think that's what made Lego's decision to make him a minifigure, although he only got like a minute of screen time at best, which is annoying. So like a standard CMF figure, he has printing there on a shield. I'm glad they didn't just add in a normal shield and decided to do that. Looks amazing. It's probably one of my favorite Captain America shields. And took his hand off. And then there's the printing on his arm. And then you can take off the full helmet to reveal the rest of his face, which is mostly covered by this helmet piece, which also has a lot of detail. I love it. Next up, we have Gamora in Thanos armor. She does have the double-bladed sword, which I personally love. And then the black does kind of stand out to me on the arms. I don't really like how they used it on the arms. I feel like if they kind of did half of the arm where the armor is, it'd look a little nicer. But otherwise, looks amazing. It does have an angrier and a more calm face. Overall, an amazing minifigure. Like, I love this thing. And finally, we do have the T'Challa Star-Lord. Of course, I had to leave something, so I lost his hairpiece. Was fine because I'd rather display it with the helmet on. It looks way better with the helmet on because that helmet, although it is using an old print, an old like model, the face detailing is still new. The print only continues on the legs, which is only necessary, and I love how they included these little jet boosters. And he did come with 2 of these guns, but I ended up losing them. Yeah. And now that we got all the CMF minifigures out of the way, we can go on to this. Behold, the Hydra Stomper. Let's go over the minifigure. First, we have Steve Rogers, or as I like to call it, Shrimpy Steve. They should have gave him the kid legs to go for more of that movie look. And he does use the same face as the Icarus minifigure and the same hair as the Icarus minifigure, which is annoying. That really annoys me. He also does have his angrier look. I love how they included the backpack, kind of like a parachute look, and then over there, face. And I love the coloring used for it, but there's not really much for this minifigure, so we can move on to the next one, which is Captain Carter. And this is her based off of her appearance in episode 9, the finale episode. She does have a different face print than the one in the CMF series. He's using a simple hairpiece along with a different angrier look, which is right there. She is using pretty basic legs. The arm, but the rest of the minifigure is amazing. I love the shield on this one. Nice, more modern-ish look, and we should move on to the next minifigure now. Our final minifigure is the Red Skull. I did lose his Tesseract piece, just like I lost the one for Captain Carter. Oh wait, I have the one for the Captain Carter that came in the CMF series. Hold on. I put it in my Avengers Tower, but that's the one that went with the Captain Carter in the CMF series. That's cool. So this one does have leg printing, and I'm pretty sure if I go up here, it might be using the same as the Holiday Darth Vader. I thought it was the same, but it doesn't. But it isn't, so it doesn't matter. Get out of here. And this is the one that came in the $100 set. They gave one leg printing, and the other they didn't. But of course, I still bought the Avengers Tower. I should do a review on that sometime, but I'm missing a lot of minifigures. But I do love the leg printing. He did have a stud in there, but he's missing that. And it's an overall great minifigure. And then, of course, there is the Hydra Stomper. I'm missing some pieces on the side. I'm missing a finger right there for his thumb. But this looks so accurate. I love it. You can open that up, and you can place your Steve Rogers in there, which I like. And then most of this is stickered, so that does suck. He does have 2 stud shooters on the side. I don't want to lose even more stuff for display ability. And then he does have jet boosters on there. You could pose him a lot like that. You move these around thanks to ball joints. There's some little ball joints up here, but actually no, those aren't ball joints. I don't even know what those joints are called. And this might be one of my favorite mech builds. Well, it's my second favorite mech build because this is my first favorite. The Season 2, Episode 1 set, which is the Sicarian Hulkbuster Iron Man thing. Let's start off with the minifigures. The first one There's a Tony out of suit, and I like. There's very low printing there. Have a shirt there, and then it's your standard Iron Man face, because he also does have that, which kind of works. And although he doesn't have that much detailing, it's one of my favorite Iron Man minifigures, just because it's out of the suit, and it looks amazing. Next, we do have Valkyrie. She does have her sword, a bottle of a definitely non-alcoholic beverage. The chest printing is amazing. I like how they're using the gunmetal gray. They also have that under the cape, and then right here is her face, which they did really well on. But thanks to this hairpiece, she can have a second face, and that does kind of suck. Then the last minifigure in this review is Uatu, the Watcher. He watches all the characters, all the stories. He looks amazing, although they should have used the Thanos head from the Avengers compound. I do have over there the old Avengers compound, and I have yet to purchase the new one. I like how they did use 2 different colored arms. He didn't really need printing on the legs, but that would have been nice. He only has 1 face, which is his staring face. But then he does have that nice back printing. And now we have finished all 11 of the minifigures, and we've only done half of the mechs, but thankfully we can do the other mech. It is a pretty standard mech. There's ball joints on the legs. These can move. There are no stud shooters, which I do like. You can open this up to reveal a spot to put Tony, and there is a nice print there. So Tony could kind of have all that. But that's not the main part of the mech, because you could take the hands off, the legs off, just coldly destroy this thing a lot. Was that a smooth transition? I do hope so. So, you can turn the mech into a car, and in order to do that, you don't need these parts. You only need these 3 parts here. Only 3, which is really nice. You're going to want to get this and this, combine them like that. Then you can move the spoiler up. I love that they included a spoiler. It does feel very Zakari and like that look of it. And then you could move these wheels back like that. I think I messed up a little bit, but whatever, we'll fix it. And then you'll go right here, take the wheels out, attach these onto this, and this to that, and then lower this. I broke. And now your mech is a car. Whee! And now we're done with the review. I hope you like this review of all the What If Marvel things. I think next I'll review the Avengers Tower if I ever get to that, but I'm missing so many figures. It would probably be such a boring review, and I think that's it. Goodbye. Thank you for watching my nightmarish video.